Hey, you guys. It's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today marks 5 years, 304 days of my ketogenic journey, I think. Pretty sure that's what it marks anyway. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi. Hi. At least you come when I call. At least you come when I call. Oh, sorry. Shiva, get off Jake's head. Get off Jake's head. He's going to eat you. You better quit it. Anyway, sorry, y'all. Just didn't want there to be an issue over at the food bowl because she was trying to horn in on his food. Well, his feeding time. Anyway, he only goes over there like once a day. She goes over there like 5 million times a day. So you know. That's how she got to be so dang tall. Wait, where was I at? Oh, you guys. Yeah. I should start over. But I'm not, because the dog was cute and we're just going to gloss right over it. It didn't happen. Today marks 5 years, 304 days of my ketogenic journey. Going to talk all about it. Going to tell you some fun, exciting, terrifying news. And we're going to get into all that right now. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell, because it is time to rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style. And my husband's being very loud back there with his TV, but I swear he's deaf. All right. First of all, I realize I look horrific. Absolutely horrific. Couple good reasons for that. For one, I've been rained on all day long. I've been cold and hot and cold and hot and cold and hot. Well, cold and warm, cold and warm, cold and warm. Haven't been hot. This weather is just absolutely horrifically ridiculous. I mean, just completely. Number two, I had a lack of sleep. Only got like 5 hours of sleep. I'm pretty sure I had a fever last night, like for several hours. Nobody else seemed to be that cold, and I was that cold, and I didn't feel good. I woke up this morning feeling all right. It felt like the fever broke a couple hours before we got out of bed. And, but now, later in the day, my throat's a little sore. Partially, I believe it could be just sinuses and allergies, because our cars are coated in yellow crap. It's been raining, and it's just gross. And this time of the year here, it's normally 90 to 95 degrees, and it's 70. So, actually, I don't even think it got to, I think it was 63 today. So, yeah. And in other news, that F's us all up with our little, career path here that we're trying to start. Rainy weekends means we can't go out and sell, although we got kind of lucky. So on Tuesday, we were at a sale, and a couple stopped by our little tables. I guess you can call them. That's what it is, tables. They stopped by our tables, and they talked to us a few minutes about where they set up. They set up at a place called 311, and said, you guys should come on out. And they said, if you come in, and if you're lucky enough to get a table in the center, there might be one open, but usually there's not. If you're lucky enough to get a table in the center inside the building, then if you bide your time for a year or two, you might be able to get a booth. Well, I mean, today was a good day for that, apparently, because it's a very interesting situation. So the process is supposed to take a year or two. It took like 5 seconds. It really did. And I guess it's because nobody else was there. Pretty much nobody was there. The only people that were there were people that already had booths. They weren't just like, the tables weren't just set up. We were like the only table that was set up. And it just so happened that a store became available while we were there. And there was there was two actually. One was $280 a month, one was $200 a month. The $200 a month one was bigger. And it's an actual store with a shut door. It's got a bay door so you can load everything into the room, set it up how you want to. It's got a locking front door. And it's in the building, So it's been a horrifyingly awful, wonderful day. And I say that because it cost us $20 to set up in the building, and we only made 18 because it was dead. It was pouring down rain outside. People don't typically go to flea markets when it's raining, and we thought, you know what, let's try it anyway because money situation and all that. And we went negative. We went negative $2 plus negative the gas it took to get there. So that wasn't good. But the fact that the store became available. Alright, so me and my husband are on their way with butterflies in our tummies to our store, which we're renting for the next month at least. If things go well, longer. We're going to call it the Fun Junk Shop, something for everyone. And it's scary. It really is. We rented a store in the back of 311 Flea Market in Sophia, something like that, North Carolina. It's one of the biggest flea markets in North Carolina.
You're scared?
You're scared too. You've been talking about it all day.
Well, I'm going to call you a name, but I'm not going to say it. And it starts with a P and ends with a Y.
Better be pansy.
No.
Watch your mouth. Anyway, he's scared too. Don't let him fool you. He's been talking about being scared since we decided to do it. We already talked to the owner. He already gave us the key. He already gave us the
It's Prissy.
The what?
Prissy.
Prissy. Oh, I'm Prissy. Prissy's not so bad then. We already got the key. We already got some of our stuff in there. We had to go get the money and come back with it. And it's terrifying. It really is, because this is pretty much it. It's pretty much it. You know? Scared. But we can set it up how we want. It's a really nice large shop.
Put ads out, signs out.
Everything. And I'm going to help people with keto in there
Y'all
too.
be spreading the word. Go check out the Fun Junk Shop at 311 Flea Market
In the
Archdale.
very back of Building C. Actually, on the wall it says 311 Flea Market Sophia.
Yes.
We don't know where the hell we're
It's
at. Because
You go through Archdale to get to it. We do. If you was coming from Greensboro, then yeah, you would go through probably Sophia.
well, it says it's in Sophia. Whatever. It's 311 Flea Market. Just put it in GPS. Come on out.
There's only one in North Carolina.
I'm scared. This will be our store. I'm going to back all the way up to our bay door. That door locks and closes. Big fan. We just have to set it up. We got some great big tables, which they had against the wall, but I pulled them out so people can get all the way around both sides. I'm not sure how we like things yet, but we will get it figured out. And we got these pegboards we can hang purses and clocks and different stuff on, and of course big bay doors to load and unload. We're at the very end, so there's like nothing past us at all. It's a little bit scary, y'all. So scary, you know, it's scary that it's a whole new thing for us. And when I asked the guy how much it was, and he said $200, I was like, ugh, I don't really have that. But I called my mom and dad, which I hate doing. I really did hate doing that. But at the same time, I didn't want to lose the opportunity. And my parents were like, you know, all right, you think you can do it? I was like, yes. And my brain's going, oh no. We're going to try it there. So, you know, hoping for the best. Now, a lady next door to it said, you know, the guy back there didn't get a whole lot of business. He did all right, but it wasn't, you know, specifically spectacular. The thing is, it's different, you know. I mean, he was in a very niche thing. He only did NASCAR stuff. Now, if you walk back there dozens of times over the years and it's only NASCAR stuff and you're not into NASCAR, you're not going to stick around. You're not going to keep coming back there. So I'm hoping, could be wrong, but I'm hoping the fact that we sell a little bit of everything, and we just got to draw people back there so that they can see that it's different, because the fellow that was back there for years. So it's not a beautiful room or anything. None of them are. You have to spiffy them up to your satisfaction, and hopefully we can stay there for a while. But it's terrifying. And I was talking to the other fellow up there. He said they pay $500 a month for the space they're in. Like, oh my God, that's a lot. And we don't even have house rent, so trying to pay. It's a scary new beginning. The whole thing is, it's also an hour away from the house, whereas the other place we're going is only 30 minutes away from the house. But they very rarely get it inside anything. So, it's not something that's easy done. And this other one's considered like one of the biggest ones in North Carolina. I think the other one we would go to is too, to be honest. But I think this one's considered to be bigger. I'm a little terrified. That's all. Shiva, what are you doing? You have to watch her. She snags toys and runs. She tries to snag anything and run out the door with it. Excuse me, ma'am. Go play. She's very friendly and sweet, though. So that's a plus. So, yeah. And we got a lot of stuff that we've got to get and take up there. There's a lot of stuff I don't take with us because we're setting up outside. And it's breakables. I learned within the first 2 or 3 times we went, just don't take glass. For one, it doesn't sell that well. And for two, you got to wrap it, unwrap it, wrap it, unwrap it. And that takes a long time. So in this place, I'll be able to take some vintage stuff, some glassware, some uranium glass and different stuff like that and set it up and not have to wrap and unwrap. What are you trying to steal? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you. I have to watch her like a hawk. She's worse than a toddler. But anyway, yeah. So at least I can take some of it up there, clocks and stuff like that, to set up, to have there. It's a locking door. The building's on lockdown during the week, so it should be safe. And here's hoping for the best. Because, I mean, things just happen in a strange way, which is like awesome, because this was supposed to take a long time. It wasn't supposed to be an easy thing to do. And I'm thinking just because we were the only ones up there pretty much, and like it came available while we was there. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, this was supposed to be a long, lengthy process. And we figured, what the hell, let's give it a shot. And there just happened to be a table. And then we take the table, and there just happened to be a store that opens up. And I told you guys the other week, and now I want, over time, a real store that's not necessarily in the flea market, something you can run 5, 6, 7 days a week, however often you want to run it, is the ultimate goal. But for now, this is a start, to see how well we can do and how well it'll go. I think we're going to name it the Fun Junk Shop, by the happy selectors who select lightly used things that you can use and love for life. I think that's what we're going to do. So that's going to be fun. And all mixed in there is my keto journey. And now stuff like nerves and stuff do play a role in diet, because it could make you like cheat, and which it didn't. But stress and stuff like that's a factor in diet, in weight loss in general. So these things can play a role, especially as being nervous or being fearful or being overwhelmed. So yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you that, except for that it's true. I'm not feeling those things at the moment, but I do feel a little overwhelmed, to be honest, because I am going through things that I normally don't take with us. That I've been trying to get all of it on eBay, but I don't want to put. Now that we've got the store, I want some stuff to stay here that goes on eBay, and then I want to take other stuff that I think might be sellable, easily sellable to people that are just walking around, because every market is different, every niche is different, everything is different. Some places uranium glass might sell great, and other places it might not sell at all. So we're just going to have to get used to it and learn it and hope for the best. And we got a ton of toys, because that's what sells the best for us. So ton of toys, ton of purses, ton of wallets, stuff like that, that sell pretty good for us. Ton of jewelry. I bought some stainless steel for it. So, yeah. a little scared. So it does play a role. Me not getting any sleep, that plays a role. Shiva, ma'am, do not eat your dog bed. Especially when Honey Bear's laying on it. Lay yourself down, ma'am. Okay, good girl. Sorry. Toddler. Gotta watch it like a toddler. Speaking of toddler, little Miss Athena was in here last night with her baby bubby. Oh, he's so fat. I love it. I love it, love it. It's big old cuddles. He is like a little chunky cuddle bug. And of course Athena is too. She likes lots of hugs and cuddles. And Zach, of course, he's at his other grandma's over the weekend, so he was... Sorry, he wasn't here last night. Anthony, I haven't seen in a couple days because we've been trying to get all this stuff. Shiva, leave Honey Bear alone and don't excite Jake. Don't you up the Ziploc. Where did you get a Ziploc bag? I'll be right back. Sorry about that. All that being said, there's other factors too, which I actually went down. My weigh-in was great. I didn't record it because we were in a hurry to get out the door this morning. I was trying to get naked, get on the scale while making coffee. And I bought a thermos this damn big. I ain't gonna lie, it's this big. Goodwill at $4. You know how I am, but it's a huge thermos. So that's my coffee thermos. Probably a soda thermos as it gets hotter, but you know, right now. So I didn't record it, but it was 180 on the dot. So that's positive. It's not perfect. I think it's only a little bit down, like 0.2 or something, but that's okay. I can't even remember. Okay, yeah, I know I recorded my breakfast for yesterday. I'll just tell you what it was. It was bacon, which I actually had to cook 2 things of bacon. Well, 2 half things of bacon. First half, I burnt the living poop out of. He was so crispy, the dog turned up his nose. Well, it was black. He wasn't even just crispy, it was black. I burnt it. I burnt the hell out of it. And I tried again. Round 2 went better. I have no idea what's going on out there. Eyelash or something in my eye. But round 2 went better. So yesterday for breakfast, me and hubby had eggs and bacon. And I also had one slice of keto bread with some strawberry sugar-free jelly. And then, which I had that the other day too, and my weight really dropped pretty good. What are you doing? She's on the porch playing with something. I have no idea what it is. But now she's gonna beat down my door. I'll let her in a minute. And then for dinner last night, I had leftovers because we had some pork chop, and I had made the other night, and y'all saw it if you watched the other video that I posted this morning. But it was pork chops with peppers and onions in it, and it was cooked up in some olive oil, which was actually pretty good. But I did use a little steak sauce on it this time. Day before yesterday, I used G. Hughes sugar-free something, which I thought that messed me up because I felt kind of fat and bloated afterwards. But I had that great big jump down. Of course, I also had a lot of sleep, like 12 hours of sleep, which I never get. So, yeah. But yesterday, I used a little bit of steak sauce on it, and I don't know that messed me up. And the sugar-free jelly, it could have, but I did have it the day before as well. And I had a very small amount of it on keto bread, which of course keto bread can be iffy too. But the day before it didn't mess me up, so I can tell you for sure. Whether anything messed me up or just the fact that I wasn't feeling good. I didn't get a lot of sleep. And right now I felt pretty much okay all day. A little sluggish and tired, but it was raining and gross. Was falling asleep in the car, but again, it was a little raining and gross. And plus the light was hurting my eyes because that bright gray where it pours and you can't see anything. But later in the day today, a couple hours ago, my ears started hurting, my throat kind of hurts. I don't know if it's just sinus and allergies. I think I'm repeating myself. I'm so sorry, you guys. I know what I mean to tell you. I don't necessarily know how to get it all out there perfectly, you know. And I'll just get to talking and that's it. So 180. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's only 0.2 down. It might be more. I don't remember what my weigh-in was yesterday. I think it was 180.2, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. All right. So if you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below. I love to help everybody for free. You guys usually used to use it a lot, but don't use it so much. The post office box. I'm not sure I have paid that bill. I can't remember. So if you're planning to send anything, maybe email me. If you're a name I recognize, I'll give you a different address. And I'll try to remember. I need to call up there and see if I paid my post office bill, because if I didn't, I might have lost it already. But I can't remember. It might just now be due. I gotta check. But anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. If you're planning to send anything, just let me know so I can make sure all's kosher. And if you sent me something that I have not shown, it's probably because I haven't been to the post office. And let me know that I need to go, because I get a little scatterbrained right now because I'm trying so hard and desperately to get all this together and get it all to work. Big life steps, big life changes. Again, it wouldn't have happened without keto. It's all kind of connected. So let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. Check the description section for my contact information if you need me, or visit KetoDiamond.com. I think I paid that bill for KetoDiamond.com. I hope so. Anyway, visit, and that way I'm not wasting money on it. If you're not going to look at it, I don't need to pay for it. And there's some great ways to support the channel in the description below. Much love, many prayers. Night, y'all.